Hello, 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 hello. Is it me you're looking for? Okay, y'all, we're doing take three. I went to my laptop. It is literally like thunderstorming outside in Dallas. So I don't know if that had a reason to do with um the whatever it kept kicking me out. But I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. So I'm gonna try the laptop thing and see will the laptop work. But y'all, we got so much action today. It's ridiculous. Okay. So we got off. We were talking about the Melissa and Dave thing. I was talking about how someone posed the question. I believe it was Sharon Rico DIY was saying that do I think that Amber and Dave have made an enemy? I absolutely think they've made an enemy. They've made a huge enemy. Hey, Antoinette, they have made a huge enemy in Melissa. And to me, it was a totally stupid business decision by Dave. How you gonna give up a ride or die? Now I'm looking at him sideways for real. Because how you gonna give up your ride or die? Somebody who literally has proven themselves to you for someone that's cheating on their husband. And I know some of you, Amberites or Amber supporters will say, but she's not cheating on him because dang, my air fryer overcooked myself. And some people say, well, he's not cheating. I mean, she's not cheating on him or whatever because they separated, but still, they still technically married. I mean, I'm just saying. Well, welcome in, you guys. Welcome in. Thank you for coming back. If you come back on the live or whatever, thank you, Antoinette, for coming back on here. Please click share and subscribe. Just had some technical difficulties this morning. It is pouring down in Texas. You might hear some of the thunderstorms coming in. If it goes out again, I'm just gonna wait till this evening till it's all, gone. Hopefully it'll be all gone by this evening. Yeah, I think we're gonna see a lot of stuff transpire. I think that she's about to pipe up. When I say she, I mean Danielle. I mean Melissa. I get them mixed up every time. I think Melissa finna pipe up with her sister. She finna pipe up with Dave, with Amber. Yeah, y'all remember Melissa was over the guest list for this party. I think she's gonna bring every ex. If it was me, in my petty mind, I would bring every ex they've ever had would be invited to this party. I think he got a baby mama. I'm still not convinced that Denisha might not be some type of way connected because that would be really some good karma. The thing I don't like that they're doing to Amber's character right now is her cockiness from seeing, yeah, she know what about is a berry. Let me put that up on the screen. Yeah, she know what about is buried, Antoinette. So do. And it's Amber's cockiness for me. Even her cockiness when it comes to Anthony. She could have spoke to him when he came in there and said good morning to everybody. I mean, the fact that her and Shayla think that he just go be lonely and he just go sit around and this, that, and the third. I just feel like it's just the audacity for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, love or hate Anthony. I mean, he hasn't. They have disrespected each other in a lot of ways. But Amber cockiness, that's the cockiness for me. And I like Amber character. Don't get me wrong. I'm an Amber supporter. I love Amber swag. I feel like Amber previously has taken the high road a lot. But this thing with Anthony, I think it really did. Like some people tell me, like, in the comments or whatever, anytime I like defend Anthony in any kind of way, they're like, oh, well, remember what he did, remember what he did, remember what he did. Not saying remember what he did, but my thing with Anthony is I've always said I feel like that Anthony is a product of being hurt over and over again. And I think, you know, playing devil advocate, I think this version of Amber that we're seeing right now is a product of all the hurt with Shayla, with the friend turning against her, family stuff. I think that she's becoming this in this beast mode based on broken relationship after broken relationship. And I think that's what we're getting now. And that's why I say also that Amber and Angelina are a lot alike. After so many issues happen over and over, sometimes it can harden your hearts. And if you've ever been there, you know it. Sometimes it can really harden your heart. When you try to do the right thing and you try to overcome it. My only thing with Amber is, and I've been there before. Yesterday I told a white lie. My friend asked me what I was doing. And so I said, oh, I'm just out and about. I'm just chilling. Because I didn't want to say I was just at home. You know what I'm saying? And so even though it wasn't a big thing for me, the fact that I was dishonest, that weighed on me. And I eventually told him, I said, I went out and about. I was really just at home, but I was in my feelings. And sometimes when I'm in my feelings, I don't know about you guys, but when I'm in my feelings, it's like I don't want to emotionally dump on other people. So, I say, oh, I'm not, I'm out and about, or I'll do anything to admit the type of mentality or the state of my mind at that time. But I also realized I hate liars so much, I should have just been honest, and say, hey, you know what? I'm just feeling some type of way right now, but this too shall pass. And that would have been sufficient. But sometimes we don't. And I'm saying all that to say that sometimes we do act. We act on our emotions. And I think that's what Amber's doing right now, but it's still no excuse for the amount of lies that she's telling. Because I promise y'all, all y'all Dave lovers out there, Dave is not going to be happy when he learned that she lied. It's one thing to mess around with a woman who's separated from her husband, but to mess with a woman who was deceiving, wouldn't even have that husband if she wouldn't have lied. That's a different story. Because if I were Dave, I would wonder, what is she not telling me? What information is she keeping from me? Okay, now I'm going to go into the next subject. Antoinette, thank you for your comments. Thank you for hanging out in there with me. I was starting my live, and all of a sudden I end up in a misunderstanding. But the area of Dallas that I'm in, it was storming real, real hard. And I didn't even realize while I was on there probably why it kept kicking me out, probably because of the storm. Hey, Ass. Girl, we in here talking about it. It's a misunderstanding. It is a misunderstanding in Skitland. What do you think might happen at the party next week? Baby, I'm ready for the party. The party, I don't care what I'm doing. Unless I'm at orientation at a new job or something, I'm on that thing all day long. I think, hold on, girl. I'm feeding my face. I had to eat this morning. I think that Melissa go invite everybody Dave ever messed with. Cause it's like you said earlier, she know where the bodies are. I think she gonna invite Crazy X from Arkansas or the Arizona. I think this party gonna be so turned because he forget you don't fire her now. And one thing about the startup companies, like it seems theirs is, those startup companies and stuff, A lot of times they don't have like clauses like you can't do this. And obviously, she didn't have an NDA because she told the information about him and Amber to her sister. So he never brought up that you violated an NDA. So she ain't got no NDA not to tell everything. I don't know if all the commentators are gonna do a live with him. I've thrown it out there for us to at least do an after party. Everybody does their breakdowns or commentary individually, and a lot of us have a lot of the same subscribers. So I think a live after the party would make more sense. But I'll see. Like I'm down for it. I'm definitely down for it for a live, especially if they go back to back with the skits. If they go back to back with it, I'm down for a live. But if they don't, like if they do the little filler skits and stuff, then I think after the live, I'm gonna go live definitely. I know I'm going live, so I have invited others to see if they want to do a live too. Let me see here. Stated welcome AS. Next thing I want to talk about is Shayla giving Anthony advice. That killed me. Hey, whoever's down. I know I sent an invite to well, I'm going to send an invite or I've discussed it with them, like Deontay, O'Neal, and Vaughn. But I don't know who all's down for a live. I'm down for a live with whomever. I think it'll be fun. But I know the individuals, people are probably going to do their individual stuff because sometimes we don't always think or have the same thoughts about what's going to happen next. So it would make sense for us to do it like after the live. I mean, after the skits for that day. And that's kind of how I do in the mornings. When I start doing the mornings, I try to wait till like two or three skits go by so that I'm not doing I don't want to do a live on something, then the next skit is the answer to it, especially with the phone calls. It's more so because I do the phone call. So if I make a phone call with something and a skit drop out, then it's sort of like it can conflict with what I'm saying in the phone call. So I kind of try to wait for the build up, a few skits to come out before I, go live or whatever, or before I do a phone call. So let's talk about Shayla warning Anthony about her. Again, I'm gonna repeat that. Shayla warning Anthony about her. Everything she described, the woman not working, the woman being after the bag, or seeing him as an easy target, that is exactly what you did, Shayla. And I'm like, you're describing yourself, right? And I'm glad that he did point that out immediately. Like, you're describing you. But that was just too funny. I was like, girl, please. But oh, when Shayla find out that it's Melissa, it's gonna be, oh my God. Hey O'Neal. O'Neal, it was storming in Dallas yesterday. I took a little me time. This morning it's storming bad in Dallas. So I had like two lives that I had to end because of the I couldn't, it kept cutting off my audio, and I tried to go video and it cut that off. So but you know how we do it in Skitland Reviews. We have to keep the party rolling. We were talking about Shayla, and I was talking about now Anthony and Shayla, and how Shayla describes herself, and she gonna be in her feelings when it comes to Melissa. Um, the Dave and Amber thing is just, oh, this gonna backfire so good and so big. I think Dave, because he is so honest, honesty is something big to him. So the fact that Amber has not told him that she cheated with Wayne up until the day of the wedding, To some people, to a lot of Amberites, they don't feel like that makes a difference. But to somebody you're trying to build something with, everything counts. And since he's told her today, since he had the heart to tell her the truth about Melissa, that was her perfect time to come clean about anything else. This man done told you he's about honesty, and you still withholding information. So it's not gonna work out for her. It's not gonna work out. We did finally hear him say he wants forever with her. He wants something meaningful with her. What I'm thinking, y'all, what if, and it's just a big what if Amber say, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and sign. I don't want nothing from you but a divorce, because I'm gonna be with Dave, and then Dave diss her. It's gonna be a situation. It's gonna be a misunderstanding. Hey, Sakil. Girl, I'm eating breakfast and we talking about uh Anthony and Shayla and then Dave and we talking about all of them, girl. It's a misunderstanding. It really is. But baby, I think this party is really finna be on and popping. Okay, just a moment. Somebody had just sent me. Oh, it's gonna be a twist. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a twist. It's gonna be a good plot twist. Is it 3 p.m. already in Dallas? It is 3 p.m. already in Dallas. Y'all, I was up super early. I didn't really sleep last night. Um, my friend was sick, so I was up. I didn't sleep. I went up, but I wouldn't sleep either. You know, when somebody you care about or whatever is sick, it it's hard for you to rest. So that's the place I was in. You know, I went to sleep this morning. I woke up. I tried to get caught up on all the skits that I missed from yesterday, and then I went to sleep a couple hours. Then I woke up to a thunderstorm. So yeah, I'm still saying morning. It is afternoon in Dallas, and it's 1 o'clock. So it's afternoon, early afternoon in California time. But yeah, y'all, it is a misunderstanding. Another thing, Dom, Mom, and Greg. So they let us know in the skits today that Greg and Dom's mom are the same age. So this is about to get interesting. Could Greg fall for Dom, mom, because he sees some of the qualities he liked in Dom or whatever in the mother, and then she's more age appropriate? And will this make Dom jealous? Will Dom crack over this? I mean, she didn't want him, right? Part of me is seeing a plot twist where Dom is arguing like, "Hey, you know, you were my platinum tongue, and now you trying to hook up with my mama. That's disgusting." And then maybe Mike overhearing it or the mom telling it. So, or will the mom be like deep into him and realize that Greg may be using her? If it goes there, he might actually like her. But if it comes out that he's using Dom or whatever, will the mom become an ally for Dom? So that storyline is going to get interesting. One thing I have to say about Mike Bleskits, he does give us a twist, a turn, something to keep going. It's not just the same recycle or whatever. He does throw in a little twist every now and then. Oh yeah, that's true. He don't know. The hell, I be thinking sometimes all of us got a little something wrong with us. But she was down there crying and stuff, so I don't know. And she may become a fatal attraction to Greg. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Yes, very good point, George. He does. He resolves it quickly, or even though the Jocelyn and Ty thing went on a while, he gonna give us something added to it or something. Something to make it not so bad. Like he done gave us a little bit of Hulk now added to that, and I mean to the storylines itself, and then trying to redevelop the Rico, um, and then adding the tenant to the mix with the Jocelyn and Ralphie thing. So it's never, I truly say it's never boring either. And I think we're going to see a resolution soon. I don't think it's going to be another month or two. I think this summer is going to be very exciting in Skitland. I really do. I think we're finna get all the fireworks. We're finna get all of the antics. We're gonna get some answers to some stuff. I think it's gonna be popping. What do you guys think about the Melissa storyline coming back? Do y'all think is Melissa an escort? Because it's giving escort vibes. Like she doing something strange for a little bit of change. I do believe that Melissa's gonna crash out. This is gonna be the crash out of the century. Melissa was so happy this morning eating them strawberries with Dave out the same bowl. I mean, I was shocked that he fired her. We can conclude, amen, that maybe uh we can conclude that I think Amber might have that yes ma'am. Amber might have a little yes ma'am herself, cause baby, Dave quiet her quick, fast, in the hurry. So he made a big mistake. Yeah, is it a skip with him on the way? Or you saying you hope you're on the way? George, I like the way it's paused too. Yeah, I'm really think Lisa gonna come back pregnant. I think she gonna come back pregnant. It's gonna be for Mike. I think she gonna be pregnant, y'all. I really, really do. Some telling me, and some telling me Darren done had a what's up to my hysterectomy, a vasectomy or something, and so he gonna know it's not his. When I saw this kid yesterday with Melissa, it seemed like Curtis pushed her husband into something, and he was supposed to return some money, and they sent Melissa to retrieve the money. Wait a minute, Melissa is wrapped up with Curtis? Oh no 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 no! You talking about the other Lord? All these people with the same name. You talking about Hollywood Melissa? That's how I was scared. So it seemed like Curtis pushed her husband into something. He's supposed to return some money, and they sent Melissa to retrieve the money. Okay, okay. I don't even look at the Curtis skits, y'all. The Curtis skits, it, I, it's like I was saying on one of the other ones. It's too many storylines, too many skits going on. So some of them I don't even watch. I wasn't watching the DC skits, so they was slick in combining the DC and D skit together. Now Rose is pregnant. Amen. There's gonna be too much going on at one time. Melissa looks like man. Melissa had a lot done. They do like her face been done. I don't like to talk personally about characters because that is who they are. I will say this about it. It looked like Candace had something done, honestly, to me. Even if it's just a filler or plumper or whatever. I just want to say, women, love who you are. Because Melissa was one of the girls on there that was the prettiest to me. Because she never really wore makeup or something. You know, it looked like Atlanta, everybody got a BBL. But it's like she was pretty the way she was. She does look like she done had a lot of work. Her backside look a little bigger. But I don't want to get deep into that, but yeah, she definitely looks different. And it wasn't necessary. And I wish these women would just understand it's not necessary. Y'all beautiful the way y'all are. For real, for real. Because once everything is done, the older I get, the more I appreciate my naturally big behind, my naturally big, bosoms, as Grandma Nam used to call them. I just get a good bra, and hey, whatever happened behind the scenes, it is what it is. You like it or you don't. but most people like softness, not something that looks hard as rock. So to each his own. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Her jaw was stripped away. Her jaw was stripped away her minutes after seeing Amber. She finna crash out like no other. And if Curtis don't get the money, something's gonna happen to him. Ooh, Auntie ReRe is so sorry. Amber is heartless. She is worse than Anthony. Melissa is not going down without a fight. Yeah, yeah, George. No disrespect. Yeah, this is. I just wish people just be themselves. And I say that with saying we say that, but when COVID was going on, just like me right now, I'm off camera because I'm perming my hair. I could be natural and say, you know what? Some people might look at me and say, you don't need no perm. That's why your hair thin. You know, because of stuff that's in the perms or whatever. So, I say to each his own, but yeah. Everybody in the comments say happy birthday to Miss Clara, 89 years old. 89 years old. Happy birthday, Miss Clara. Happy birthday. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. That is a blessing. That is a blessing. Lord, you just don't know it. Father's Day weekend. Oh, y'all, I'm gonna push through this year because I do have subscribers. I do have content that I need to get through, but Father's Day is always so hard for me. And this year, I don't have my stepfather. We lost him on Valentine's Day, and he was the closest thing I ever had to my father, and him and my father were friends. So yeah, this Father's Day, I just want to sleep and hopefully do something to take my mind off of it. But it's a really hard time for me, Father's Day. I shed a few tears last night. You know, I miss my real father and my stepfather so much. I really do. Let's get back in the skits because they were both Sagittarius and they would want me to push on and make some money. So that being said, let's continue. Amen. I can get out my feelings, but it's hard. If you got a good father who is a father, who's a protector, cherish him and love him and be there for him because you only get one. And sad thing with me, God blessed me with two, and both of them are gone. But anyway, let me get back to the skits. Um, what were we talking about? Okay, the Amber thing. So let me put this back up here. Amber is being very heartless. The way she treated Anthony yesterday, I didn't like it. Cause I'm like, even I can see an ex who done me wrong today. I'm still gonna speak to him. I'm still gonna say, how you doing? What's up? Whatever the case may be. You don't have to be you don't have to be so heartless. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be so rude to somebody, you know. And here's my email address. Just a moment. But I don't like the way Amber is going about things because I'm telling you, it is going to blow up. It is not going to go well. Y'all, I think we finna see Melissa in rare form. It was one thing to be suspended and to go back to work. And the way they were just so chummy, I don't know. Did he well I guess he wouldn't mess with her because he know that she would potentially tell. But I don't like him. I don't like the way he doing stuff. The writers are making Amber look like she doesn't have any sense. It seems like Amber getting her karma by losing her baby, David getting taken away, and Shayla debacle. It seems like Amber's getting her karma by losing her baby, getting David taken away and Shayla debacle. I agree with that. Dave is about to be in the hospital. Baby, Dave about to be in the whole situation. But his homeboy don't warn him. His homeboy warned him that Amber was not it. That to leave Amber alone, wait till she get married, he keep on messing with her. And this gonna be one of the biggest mistakes he ever made. But I do think that Melissa gonna do just enough for Dave to take her back. Cause I think that once Dave get a whiff of who Amber really is, and I'm not saying who she really is or who she became, because right now she moving. If he find out about the Wayne thing, that's all I'm gonna say. When he find out about the Wayne thing and how long it went on, I just really, really think that he's gonna flip on her like she ain't never been flipped on before. And I think he'll go back to Melissa, his ride or die. When I said Amber 2 times that she's gonna get the consequences. Oh yeah, I do believe that. She definitely gonna get the consequences. There will be no divorce and Amber will flip on Dave. I agree that George, I think that this is what I think if I were a writer. Something telling me, and I probably will be wrong because I'm saying it out loud, so they probably is go switch. But I think Denisha, baby daddy, is Dave. Something telling me Denisha, baby daddy, is Dave. And when they see each other at this party, it might rekindle something or it might come out. I think that Anthony is going to get hurt by Denisha. Amber is going to be hurt by Dave. In some kind of way, they're going to need each other to get out the situation. That's what I'm thinking. And they're going to end up back with each other and realize the grass not greener. Because really, Amber's reason for letting Anthony go this time is because he wasn't there for her. It wasn't because Anthony was cheating. It wasn't because Anthony was out there doing wrong. It's because Anthony didn't believe in her dream going back to school. He didn't take up for her with Shauna. He didn't take up for her like she wanted him to with Darren. So it's not like it was infidelity reasons. It's not like it was infidelity reasons why she divorced him this time. She just seen Dave or was introduced to Dave and he was big and better. Yes, Flip is loading, O'Neal. It's definitely loading. Absolutely, Craig. Under people treat with kindness no matter what happens. Shayla Kramer will come back because she bites Amber and everyone that stands in her way. Now, with that, Charlotte, I think that Amber and Shayla may become tighter friends because I think both of them going to be trying to get rid of Denisha. So I think their friendship will be made stronger, whatever, if you want to call that a friendship. I think they go come together against Denisha. That's what I personally think is going to happen. Like real talk. Dave made an emotional decision. Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, you give good comments like your hubby. Yes, I totally agree. It was totally based on emotions and not business. And his friend is going to remind him. His homeboy who told him not to mess with Amber, he's going to remind him. You did what? You fired Melissa for what? For some cookie? And to me, like Dave not a good businessman. And Amber, she's not a good businesswoman. Amber took this man at face value. We ain't seen no skit, no episode where she did a background check. I mean, especially if it's somebody new that I just met and I know nothing about. Oh, baby, ReRe is I'm doing a background check. That's a given. I promise you I am. And most guys, I tell them up front, baby, I'm gonna do a background check. And sometimes I might do a background check first. What is it? You been verified? I'm gonna do that first to make, and then I'm gonna ask you what you did, or have you ever done anything? Because then I'm gonna feel like, you know, I want to know if you're telling me the truth. And for people like that to have businesses and stuff like that, before he even started helping you, Amber went on face value for what Danielle, somebody she done turned on. You went by what Danielle told you. This is a great businessman. He helps build businesses. I didn't see one skit where Amber did research on Dave to see how long he been in business, what's his portfolio look like. I didn't see none of that. I'm talking about I ain't got the money that Amber now got or even Anthony now got. But baby, in 2026, you better do a background check. You better do a background check. Oh, Joy says she gives him a lot of compliments. Yes, that's why everybody need a good woman on their team. Amen. But yeah, y'all, you supposed to do background checks, baby. I think Denisha's baby dad is a street guy. It could be, but some telling me because y'all remember like the skits where she was talking about like I hope y'all can hear me. I'm washing dishes. Where she was talking about like her past and it kind of eludes that she may have gave up her life, like wanting to go to business school and stuff like that for a man. And so that's why I'm thinking like, it's more to that story or the guy was something more. Just like we thought Darren baby mama was so ghetto and ghetto fabulous, but really she gave up her college or whatever to her college years to have a baby for Darren and support him. And a lot of women do that. If they think that the man has the bigger opportunity, they may put their opportunities to the side to stay at home and be mom because you think this man gonna take care of you for the rest of your life, or you ain't got to work. So I'm eager to see that. Let me go to the comments. My favorite, who had a call, speed, celebrate my Cloud. Yeah. We'll celebrate Clara on today. Tamara's gonna get her king Wayne real soon. I believe when Shayla find out about Anthony and Denisha, she gonna keep. Oh yes, baby, Honey Pot's gonna see just how cool her and Shayla are. She gonna see just how cool they are. Just wait for it. Both of them are getting other people caught up with them. Yep, love. They will both disappoint Dave and Denisha in the end. They're a toxic couple. Yep. Come on, artists. Come on, artists to the chat. Will Honey Pot and Denisha team up? Ooh, that's a good one, O'Neal. Will Honey Pot and Denisha team up to bring down everything? That's a possibility. Y'all, I'm sorry. Y'all might not like Auntie for saying this, but I like Denisha. I really do like Denisha. I don't though think that I don't think she's in love with Anthony though, because I think she would have tried to holler at him more first. It seems like when he started bringing out the money, the cookie came out shortly thereafter. Amen. And he bought them little flower shoes and all that. It seemed like the tables turned real quick when the money got on the table. He was meeting the son and everything. So I'm not totally convinced, but I do like her character. She is. I feel like she in survival mode. Honeypot did tell her, but one thing I like about Denisha, the reason I say I like Denisha, I feel like she is honest. I feel like she is about her business. I feel like she face value. She is what it is. To me, she's not all manipulative like Shayla or manipulative like Amber. She's straightforward. And that part I like about her. I like Nisha as well. She could school him. Yep. Yep. If he listened to her. Out of pocket and they need a lesson. Yeah, I mean, but technically, O'Neal, I mean, he is separated. So they are what they say. I think you looked it up for us. They are legally separated. So I wish. Okay, now I do wish this part. I wish Amber and Anthony would have waited before they had sex with somebody else. That part I do. I disagree with both of them. they should have both waited to after they were legally just like divorce completed before they had sex with somebody. I would have respected the relationship more if that were the case. And we know in Skitland don't nobody use condoms. So the and then Amber, like I said, Amber was scandalous to me, saying, that she would have a baby by Dave, knowing she's still married to Anthony. I really hate that. Yeah, George, I see you. I heard you, George. It's really like they can't. And it's like that's the sad thing I think about the Country Wayne skits that they get most of us, especially the old schoolers. It's like we really don't see nobody win. Poe Diesel character, God, good Lord Almighty. They don't let the man car get stole. He done got put out the house. And I'm like, damn, y'all just brought him back to emasculate him or break him all the way down. I'm like, Lord, I miss. It's like one misunderstanding after another with Diesel. And I'm like, I can't even. I used to do the calls or whatever, but it's hard to even do the calls because it's so negative. It's so negative. I'm like, dang, man. Can the brother win? Can the brother get a break? Agree, O'Neal. Agree. It's like, man, it's like, yeah, it's just like hard. Okay, so y'all know, I don't know if this is why we see Melissa back and Hollywood back. What's his name? Deuce, who I interviewed a while back. He did come on Facebook and said that he sent a message to Country Wayne, and he told Country Wayne if he funds it, meaning that if he produces it and he writes for it and he pays for actors and actors or whatever, could he bring back the Deuce storyline? Because a lot of people, especially people like who had got out of prison or whatever, they were writing about the positiveness of that storyline. So I don't know if we're gonna see Deuce come back soon or did Country Wayne like get the message or get the memo, and that's why we see the Melissa and Hollywood now skits coming back. But I hope that's the case because we do need some positivity. So, like I said, we don't know what capacity or where exactly the Melissa thing is going now, but if that is the reason, I'm here for it. I'm here with seeing some positive energy, some positive outcomes. So I really hope that is the reason. How you gonna call these people Ghostbusters? What about Beth and Larry? She has not changed, but I want them to get a divorce. I'm not a big component of divorce, but I want them to go and get a divorce because that storyline is exhausting to me. It's like it's one of the most popular ones, which makes me think like, do we as the viewers like toxicity in the skits? Because it seems like the most toxic stuff. I don't like the skits. That's why I couldn't watch Erica for a long time. Because the Erica skits were kind of like that. I can't watch skits where every single episode y'all screaming. The screaming and the arguing, it gets in my spirit. It like triggers me. Like that is a real trigger for me. It's a real trigger for me. They really need to be back, bro. The Angeline story up to prime time. Yeah, it's getting a lot better. It is getting a lot better. I don't know why they got them in the middle of the night and got some of this mess. Dalen used to be one of my favorite actors on the show, but his storyline, like even yesterday when they let the mother go out to the grave site, I couldn't feel nothing for that. I mean, that whole storyline just seems like acting. Even though they got good actors and actresses, it just seems like acting to me. And I couldn't feel nothing. Like if that was a character that we knew about, if that was a storyline that was built up for us to know about it, that scene at the graveyard may have hit different, but it didn't hit different. It was like, okay, uh I don't I just couldn't get with it. Okay, just a moment. Get to the comments here, y'all. Ask a good thing. I think Bethany has met her match. However, I don't want to see the arguing every day. I don't. I'm sorry, y'all. I just that's my trigger. The arguing every day, the screaming every day. That's why I haven't been able to just really get into the Bethany storylines. Like I can do the phone call every now and then, but the constant hollering and bickering, it's just too much for me. And the thing with Stevie, I would like to see Stevie not go up against an adult, but I would like to see Stevie and the twins, which that's probably gonna be triggering too. But Stevie versus the twins, I think that's gonna be fun. But the twins really can't do too much because Stevie is young. We gotta remember that. Stevie what? Is Stevie about what, 13, 14? I don't think she that old. So it's only so much they can do. Like they really can't. They can, but I don't see them doing that. Like show them fighting or something. I don't think that would be good because of the age gap. But I don't like to see disrespectful kids. That's like that gets me. Yes, O'Neal, too much shouting. That shouting, there is no affection in that. In the, oh yeah, inflection. There's no inflection or affection in that storyline. It's really not. Like it's always to me, it's insult after insult after insult, and I think that's where people were kind of tuning away from Amber and Anthony for a while because it was nothing but arguing for so long. And I don't care what nobody say, even though it's make believe, eventually that stuff can get in your spirit. You know, like I never try to go too much into the whole, is Jesus popping thing and the theme of Jesus popping, but it can really vex your spirit when you watch something on television, whether it's true make believe or not, and it's just constant negativity all day long. Like I said, I had to stop watching Snapped because I would watch Snapped and then you would just see all day, every day, murder, crime, and all of it would start out like they were in love. They were, they dated and it was fire and it was this, and then next thing you know, he done killed her, she done killed him, unalive. So that's my thing with that, y'all. When it finally stopped raining. So I definitely will be on later on. O'Neal, I'm gonna send you a message to see if you have time this afternoon, this evening. Can we do an evening live together like we have done on some Friday nights on this Juneteenth? Most people are probably out celebrating, doing their thing. I'm turning my noisy ceiling fan, y'all. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Okay, I'm through washing dishes. Stevie should be studying politics. Man, she will be good. I believe Bethany and Larry will get a divorce before the Dodgers. Yes, they're gonna have to get a divorce. There's no love in that relationship. There's no love, there's no compassion, none of that. I really don't like where that storyline is going at all. At all. I mean, just get a divorce and make everybody, all of the above, happy. All right, let's see. Charlie, you're right. Both Amber and Anthony are going to get their actions. Oh, yeah. Do you think Bethany? I think she's found her match. I think what would be cute if Bethany's going to stay in the skits, I would like to see her and Stevie like become friends. I would like to see them team up. I think that would be cute. Hey, Suzette. Until we read Dave made a dumb decision. Melissa is the brains behind his business. I'm beginning to think he's slow. I'm beginning to think he's slow too. Y'all just look at the way he talk. I know it's just a character, but his character, he is acting a little slow. Amen. I get real bad headache listening to him. Man, Hope and Faith, Bethany, and anybody. I don't even like Larry no more. Larry, the arguing and the fussing. Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all like this. I'm gonna send you a message, O'Neal, when I get to my cell phone. Hey, Sabrina. I'm gonna say it like this. Which one am I? Dave is stupid. He gonna learn today. Oh yeah, he made the dumbest mistake ever. You don't mess up your bread, and that's one thing I've been calling him Wayne all this time. Wayne would have never fired Melissa. Never fired Melissa. Wayne could have just been getting out the bed with Amber or Melissa, and he wouldn't have fired her. Never. So that Dave is after the 50% that Amber thinks she's gonna get from Anthony. Baby, Amber should get 50% out of her head. I don't even want to. I don't even want. Yeah. Yep, I believe that too, O'Neal. They're making Dave slow because they want to take the heat off Amber. Baby, I'm just speechless when it comes to that situation because she shouldn't even put 50. 50 shouldn't come out her mouth. Because no, how do you think you're gonna get 50% the way you moving? At least Anthony and Wayne know how to separate business from pleasure. Yep. One thing I don't like, I feel like the things that Anthony is doing with Denisha, if he would have done those same things with Amber, rubbing her feet in front of Wayne, putting her first, um, believing in her business. Now he ain't got no problem supporting Denisha and her business goals and giving her tips about business, but you had a problem with your doing that for your wife. If he would have done that same thing with Amber, they would have been so far along. If he would have took Amber, hey baby, let's go on a shopping strip. I'm gonna take you to Chateau Alon for the weekend, and so we can just get away. If he would have done those same things, same thing, I don't feel like Amber. I really don't like Amber now because that one Melissa has helped her with the rest of her. Exactly, exactly. Now y'all love Amber. Y'all love Amber. Y'all Amber lovers out there. Amber so forthright and Amber ain't never done no wrong. Amber is showing a little bit of who she used to be. Who she used to be. And she was always like kind of out for herself. Remember when her and Mike didn't make it? She kind of like she was gonna like sue Mike and sabotage Mike over the chip business. Y'all, a lot of y'all just don't forgot. Amber's Angela. Bam, Sharita. Come on, Sharita. I've been saying that. Angelina is the older Amber. After Amber has been beaten down by life, after Amber through with this, that, and the third, after Amber through it Anthony ain't nobody but a young Brody. They are the same. And sometimes they say that's why people can't get along with each other when they so much alike. And I think that's the truth. But for what she did to Melissa today, you got this black or white. Let's take away color. Because I think sometimes color makes us think differently about people, just like gender makes us think differently about people. We'll let men in the skit, women in the skit get away with stuff that we won't let men get away. I still say if Dan would have popped up at Lauren house, like Honey Pop pumped up at Wayne house, making a scene like that, we would have had a totally different response to it. Totally different response if it was a man versus a woman. Yeah, y'all got to leave Anthony alone today. He learning how to dance, cuz. Is he learning how to dance? I ain't looked at the recent skits. David's gonna lose his mind once Amber goes back to Anthony. I don't. I don't know. I don't think it's the situation of Amber going back at Anthony. I think that Dan go. I think Dave go. I keep getting them mixed up. I think there are two new skits with Ben and Ernestine and Amber. Oh, I got to go, y'all. Okay, I've been on here about an hour. I got to go get caught up on the new skits, y'all. But this weekend, definitely be back. I'm gonna send O'Neal a message to see can we do a live tonight. If not, you'll see us for the weekend over with. And always again click like and subscribe. I think I'm like 12 people away from my 3,000. So it's been a long Long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Hopefully my perm will be right by this evening. If not, y'all gonna see me with a hat or a wig on. But all right, I love y'all. I'm finna get caught up on these other skits. And for today, Donkey of the Day is Dave for Fine Melissa. We're gonna call it something else besides Donkey of the Day. I'm gonna get something original. I'll think of some other day. But basically it's gonna be equivalent to Donkey of the Day for Dave from Fire Melissa. You never fire your day one. I don't care what she did. She been there through the grind. Amber is wishy washy. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. I love y'all. Let's get caught up on these skits and we'll see you later. Bye.